Yo, what's up, good people? Y'all know what time it is. It's AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. You got the super team of sports talk here with y'all tonight. I'm one half of it, Diego Barishnikov, the Black Dominican Russian. And I got my main man, the partner in crime, the 6 foot and under post-up tramp. 6 foot and under post-up champ from Hickory, North Carolina. Tell them who you are.
What's good people? It's the other A and AA Sports. Your boy Uncle Hate, broadcasting live on a Thursday to get these picks in. No Thursday night football. We getting down to the end of the season, y'all.
Right. I was going to get some food a little while ago, and I think, damn, ain't got no football to watch tonight.
Right. Getting real close to basketball being like there, at least for us.
Right. And I'll be able to further analyze my North Carolina Tar Heels and see what the hell is going on. Watching that game last night, well, not the whole game, but the end of it. Watching them lose to Wofford. I need to get an eye. I need to get a solid eye on them. I haven't really been paying attention this
year. Yeah, I ain't watched a lot this year myself.
I figure they probably looked at that damn schedule. Like, Wofford, man, we got these dudes. They ready to go on Christmas break. They probably took them dudes lightly. But there it is. So, all right, people, we appreciate y'all checking in with us as always. Thank y'all for joining us on the Spreaker app. Those of y'all that are listening to us there, we appreciate that. Remember to tap that heart, show us some love, and leave some comments. Also, those of y'all that view us on the YouTube channel, AA Sports, Straight Sports, No Chaser, we appreciate that. Remember to tap the thumbs up, leave us some comments there as well. So we're going to jump right on into it, as Uncle Hate just said. We're going to get right on into this week 16, right? Yeah, we're in the week 16, people. 2 weeks left.
Before we go straight down on picks, because I just had to get aggressive because I just thought about it. This is week 16. If I'm 5 or 6, 7 games behind, I had to change all my picks because I'm going big. If I'm going to lose, I'm going to go big. So how many games am I behind?
Okay, so yeah, we can get to the records, and I'm doing something like that similar in Glass League. Get with the sports. I'm like 13th or 14th. I need to at least get in the top 10. So I'm gonna shoot my shot this week, so to speak.
I went real drastic. You see all them changes I just made?
All that red.
I was like, hell, if you're gonna lose, you might as well lose big. I'm gonna try to catch up this week.
Well, you're not that far behind. Go ahead and recap week 15. Week 15, I went 2-0 in our head-to-head. You picked I had picked the Rams over the Seahawks, and I had the 49ers beating the Titans. So I got you on those 2 games. So I'm up 4 games.
Okay.
I'm 147 and 78, and you're 143 and 82. Also keep in mind, I already told you what I'm doing with the Chiefs. That give you. You know what?
I know you're a man of your word, but you cannot pick Jay Cutler to go into Arrowhead and win. I won't let you do that. I can't let you do that. I can't.
All right. So there it is. So you got 4 games to work with, 2 weeks to catch it up. So we're gonna jump on into these week 16 picks. Saturday, we got 2 games on Saturday again. 4:30 slot. We got the Indianapolis Colts going to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. The Ravens are in a must-win situation, trying to get into that 6th spot for the playoffs. I want to say if they win, and no matter what the Bills do, that they go to that 6th spot, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna look at the
Bills sitting in the 6th spot now.
8-6. So Titans, Buffalo, and Baltimore at 8-6. I don't know. I should have pulled up the scenarios. I ain't do no homework before this, but I mean they technically need to win out. We know that.
Right.
Have they played Buffalo or Tennessee?
I think they played Tennessee.
You know what they did? They kicked their ass, I believe.
Well, yeah, I think they're playing the NFC, AFC South this year.
They did.
I think they've already played them. Let me take a look at it real quick.
Yeah, Mariota threw like 11 picks in that game. Boy. I know he's young and all, but they need to have a real conversation about his progression. That dude might get fired too, man. I ain't like him as a coach anyway. He's an OC. He's not even an OC. He's like a defensive line coach, an offensive line coach.
Talking about what's his name? Is it
Malarkey?
Yeah, not Malarkey. So Actually, the Ravens lost to Tennessee.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, 23-20. Back in early November.
Huh. So they own a tiebreaker over them. They actually got a solid place into the playoffs. So even if they went out, because we're both assuming Buffalo's going to lose to New England, so they'll be a game behind. But if Tennessee is not going to beat the Rams.
Rams going to Tennessee? No, you wouldn't think so.
No, so Buffalo Baltimore has a solid way into the playoffs.
Yeah, because Baltimore got
the Colts
this week, and they got the Bengals next week. And Buffalo has the Patriots this week, so that's already a disadvantage. I'm not sure who they have next week.
I think they got Miami again.
And then you look at, Tennessee's in the 5th spot. So they really in the best predicament out of all of them, or out of those 3, rather. I would think, I'm going to go Tennessee, Baltimore. I'm going to take those last 2 spots.
Yeah. Damn. Tennessee has played like pure D shit the entire year, and they're going to make the playoffs. So that means I'm wrong. He's going to keep his job, probably going to get an extension.
Hey, man, they won game. I mean, they 8-6. They'll probably end up 9-7.
And that's an extension. That's progress.
And Buffalo will still not be in the playoffs in the 21st century.
I'm pretty sure Ty God's up. He's renting up there, right? He can't own a house up there.
Man, I hope not. Especially, I wouldn't after last year.
Hell no.
All right, but anyway, I'm taking the Ravens and go up against the Colts.
I got the Ravens.
All right. Next up, we got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Green Bay. To my understanding, it's supposed to be cold as fuck up there this weekend. And then, it's an outside game. So how is Case Keenum? Is he going to be able to hold up against the Packers out there at Lambeau?
He should just run the ball.
I mean, yeah, they could. McKinnon can do some things. Murray's been solid lately. Yeah. But if you get into just a running game and even though Green Bay defense sucked, they can still stack the box.
They can stack the box. But I guess my question is, do you think they're going to be able to put any type of points up against the Minnesota defense? It could be a field goal contest.
Right, and that's, depending on if it's just cold, then that's one thing. If it's cold, you got wind, you got snow, rain. I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with the better team and go with Minnesota. I don't think the Packers.
Minnesota's playing for something too. I mean, if Philadelphia loses a game down the stretch here, Minnesota gets home field all throughout, and home field for them is inside that dome. Philadelphia plays outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'd want to play in a dome if it was me, and the rest of the way. So I'm going Minnesota as well.
Right, and then also you think about you got Brett Hundley back at the helm this week, and his favorite target, Devontae Adams, is not going to be playing.
Right.
That's going to further hinder the Packers.
Jordy going to be in them cuffs against Xavier Rhodes. So, I mean, all you depending on is Geronimo Ellison and Randall Cobb. Yeah, Minnesota big.
Yeah. Next up, got the Detroit Lions going to the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm taking Detroit. Detroit still fighting for an outside chance at a playoff spot should Atlanta stub its toe along the way. This is a game the Lions should take. Let me see who they got next. They're pretty much in a must-win situation as well.
Yeah, they got to win out.
Yeah, they currently sit 7th. Actually, they need Atlanta to lose out, and they need to win both because Atlanta holds a tiebreaker over them, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they
beat them.
Over that BS with Golden Tate and that touchdown in that game. I'm going to go ahead and take Detroit. I was going to take Cincinnati when I was thinking I was 7-8 games behind, but I'm only 4 games behind. I'm going to take Detroit because Cincinnati quit 2 weeks ago.
Okay. All right, so you got the Bengals, and Detroit has the Bengals and Green Bay next week, so they're looking to get into the playoffs. They need both of these games, and they are both winnable. Next up, now this is going to be a nice little chess game right here. See who you take. I got the Miami Dolphins going into Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Alex Smith, they proved me wrong 2 weeks in a row. They look like they got the offense turned around. Andy Reid and handed over the play calling. Marcus Peters like he got his head on right. And giving the ball back to Kareem Hunt. Opening up Travis Kelce. Should be no problems, right?
Shouldn't be. I said that kind of nervously, huh?
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and take KC.
Okay.
You know what, though? And watch this be the game that they lose and turns everything upside down next week.
Hey, man. I mean, if they lose this one, they don't deserve to go to playoffs.
They don't deserve to.
They don't deserve to go to
This
playoffs.
should count for 2 losses.
Huh?
This should count as 2 losses if they lose this game.
Well, hey, but you think about it too. These are the same Dolphins that just beat the Patriots last week. So, there you go.
That was in 75-degree weather in Miami. It's gonna be a little chilly up there in Kansas City.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little different. You're right. It's gonna be a little different.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the Dolphins. I'm standing. I'm not taking. I told you I wasn't taking them. So, even though this week I thought about it, I'm like, okay, they didn't play good. I might go ahead and renege on my own bet to myself. Nah, I'm gonna hold it. I got a couple games to work with, so I can take that. All right, next up we got the Buffalo going to the Patriots. All right.
Hey, I know something we can talk about. We said we was gonna stick to the picks. So Bill Belichick suspended Tom Brady's homeboy from did you hear about that?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Basically, people, Tom Brady's his personal trainer, guru, chef, all this shit. He can't get on the plane no more. Can't be on the sidelines. He can't shoot nobody but Tom Brady. This came out yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of all of this?
I mean, Dude was probably around because, Tom Brady, it was Tom Brady. Now, from my understanding, he was starting to train and advise some of the other players as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, something happened. No, they said he had some kind of, I don't know whether it's I want to call it a case or something came out that he may have been involved in some shadiness or something.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. Oh, that did?
As far as the products that he's selling. They were talking about it on Golic and Wingo this morning. Schefter was. He said it's not in like a Victor Conti kind of light, but there was some things that came out where he's saying Belichick is like, you know what, we'll go ahead and get this dude out of here right now, just in case something come down the pipe. You know how it go. If you didn't know, you should have known.
I tell you what, Tom Brady, 40 years old. He looked like he's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, they say this dude, he got some kind of violation or something. He got fined from some association for pretending to be a doctor or calling himself a doctor. And he not no damn doctor.
What the hell?
Come to find out he's some self-proclaimed doctor of some kind of scientific medicine shit from overseas, I think.
I ain't hear none of this. This is even more some tomfoolery.
And so it sounded to me like let me try. How can I put this? It's almost like the Scientology of medicine. Okay.
Now I heard that today. I heard the mention of like this cat's on some Scientology mess. But
yeah.
I ain't heard the whole story.
So apparently Brady's like, yo, this shit been working for me. And so that's how the other people in the team, got onto it. So apparently something may not be right with him. So that's why I think they saying Bill Belichick went ahead and cut ties.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, they say he did not prohibit any of the players from still associating themselves or training with him or whatever. They just can't do it on team property.
Gotcha.
They got to go to the TB12 Center, which is Tom Brady's facility or whatever. They say that shit like 5 minutes from the
Yeah, I heard like right around the corner.
Right there. It's like you go to your grandma's house, don't smoke that shit in here, take that shit out back.
I can't see what you doing, so I don't know.
Right.
You take that way.
Right.
Hell no. Hey.
Patriots gonna Patriot, man.
Yeah, they gonna win that game Sunday. I know you're gonna say otherwise because I asked you Tuesday. Come Thursday. Today's Thursday.
Right.
You absolutely sure nobody's catching a penalty on Gronk Sunday? Nobody.
I can't. I mean, like you said, I want to believe you. I want to believe that somebody's going to do something.
Because he did the Randy Savage on him. Gronk dropped the bow on him on some humbug. And ain't nobody do nothing.
And see, I would like to think the guy, I forget his name, but the guy he actually cheap shotted would be the prime candidate. But at the same time, he already know they're going to be looking for him to be
watching him.
So, you got to send somebody, like you said, somebody just activated off the practice squad or something. Somebody who's been a healthy scratch for 3 weeks. All of a sudden, you know what? We need you in the lineup today.
Because he's nothing but a heat-seeking missile looking for 87.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, the first ball up the scene, they need to make him aware that they there. So he can at least be looking over his shoulder.
Hey, best thing Gronk got going for him is that Lawyer Malloy don't play for them no more. The Lawyer would have laid his ass out.
Right.
Laid him out.
Right.
All right.
We're both taking the Patriots on that one. All right. We got the 0-14 Cleveland Browns going to Detroit to take on the Bears.
Nah, Chicago.
Taking Chicago. I said the Bears.
You said they're going to Detroit.
Oh, did I? Okay, my bad. Yeah, okay. The Browns taking on the Bears in Chicago. Can the Browns get their first win?
Give me Cleveland.
Taking them?
Give me Cleveland.
All right, I'm going to take the other boys, the Bears. Hey, all right. I think the Browns could probably get it. I would feel better about it if they were at home. I'm going to take Chicago, but I wouldn't be surprised. But
Deshaun Kaiser going to throw like 4 interceptions, but, I mean, he'll have 3 touchdowns.
And, you know how I get late in the season? Somebody going to get off to a good start in their fantasy championship this week. Jordan Howard might run for like 150.
Hey, shout out to him for not showing up last week, getting me into the championship. Shout out to you, Jordan.
All right, so you got the Browns. I'm taking the Bears. Next up, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They ain't been eating no W's lately, or shit for them. No, this season, not too many at all, really. Coming to Carolina to take on your boys and the Panthers. Y'all are coming off of a loss, right?
No, we beat Green Bay.
No, you beat Green Bay. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the other game. But, yeah, I'm taking the Panthers in this one. Bucs pretty much mailed it in. Even though they played hard Monday night.
Give me the Panthers, and we will be celebrating a playoff berth with this. Give me the Panthers.
Okay, so you're gonna clutch your playoff berth. Now the next step is, can you win the division? And this next game is gonna go a long way to deciding that. Atlanta Falcons traveling to the Saints. They played 2 weeks ago, and the Falcons squeaked that one out after Matt Ryan threw 3 interceptions, I think it was.
Yeah.
Threw 3 interceptions. The Saints choked. Falcons took the game. Now, Alvin Kamara got knocked out of that game probably 5 minutes into it, so the Falcons didn't have to deal with him. I think he's healthy this week. He got back in last week. I think that's going to be a matchup. I want to see how Atlanta cover that. I'm taking the Saints in the get-back game. What you got?
I am going to take the New Orleans Saints. We talked about this right after that game. You said this wasn't on our breakdown, I don't believe, but you was like, no Kamara. Saints had that game won till Drew Brees threw that pick. That was kind of a gift from God to get that game. Matt didn't look good down there in Tampa Bay the other night, and I want to say damn near every defensive starter from Tampa was hurt. Damn near.
They should have beat them by 30.
They should have beat them by 30. You're going into this dome to play this team that hates you, and you hate them. With your playoff life on the line, and you got to go through New Orleans and then go through the Charlotte, Carolina. They're going to lose that game.
And it's Christmas.
They're going to lose that game. And I hate it for I hate it for the Atlanta fans because they are going to kill you on social media, them Saints fans. They're going to kill you. You think 28-3 was bad. They shut down your playoffs. Tough shit.
Well, they Falcons still got a chance to make the playoffs, even if they lose this week. The game next week, if they take that, they still in there.
Now I wonder if we rest our starters next week. If we win this week and New Orleans win, like I'm predicting, we can't win the division. So I wonder if we rest our starters next week.
Is the Saints up a game on y'all?
Yeah, I mean they got the tiebreaker on us either way. They beat us 2 times. We're tied as far as record, but they beat us twice already.
Right, New Orleans dropped one of their last 2, and you win your.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So okay.
Yeah, y'all got to play next week.
I guess that game will matter.
Yeah, it's gonna matter. Now New Orleans is gonna be playing Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
but I think both of them are 1:00 games. So yeah, you're gonna have to play.
Who they got next week?
The Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Tampa Bay next week.
Ah, shit. Yeah, we got to play. Okay. So that means we get to shut the door on Atlanta, and that's fine.
Oh, I know you would love that.
Boy. Boy.
Right, so we both taking the Panthers on that one. I'm sorry, we are both taking the Panthers, and we both taking the Saints.
Yes, sir.
The Denver Broncos going to Washington to play the Redskins. The meaningless game.
Toilet bowl.
Taking the Redskins, I guess.
I'm going to take the Redskins because Paxton Lynch is ass.
That's why I can send me out.
So Brock played good for them last year, and they still sitting his ass down for Lynch. I guess they need to see what they need to see from him. I guess. I mean, but damn, whatever you see is not going to prevent you from drafting a quarterback in the top 5 this year. I don't think so.
No, it shouldn't, but at the same time, he's been there better part of 2 years now. I mean, he need to get all the reps he can get. He really hasn't gotten any.
Right. But I'm going to take the Redskins because Kirk Cousins is better than both of them.
There you go. Got the LA Rams going to Tennessee to take on the Titans. Titans coming off of a loss to my 49ers last week, but still sit in the 6th playoff position. Now, they got to win this week because we're expecting the Ravens to beat the Colts. They want to win. They are going to want to win this week. I'm taking the Rams in this game, though. They look real good right now.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Rams. It seems like that would be the classic trap game. After you beat the shit out of Seattle, you look in the head, you got these suckers, even though they're in the playoffs, you know they're some suckers. You need to look in the head. But I'm going to take the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams.
All right. Next up, we got the Chargers. LA Chargers going to Meadowlands to take on the Jets. Now it's a 1:00 game. You got a warm West Coast team flying. It probably will be snowing up in New York. If not, it's going to be pretty cold, I'm sure. But the talent gap, I still think the talent gap is too much to overcome for the Jets, especially Petty being the quarterback. Now, they played pretty decent last week against New Orleans, but that was inside of a dome.
That's true.
So we know they're going to rely on the run game pretty much and Bilal Powell. So if we know that, the Chargers going to know that. So they're going to be ready to take that away. And the pass rush of the Chargers is a little bit better than the Saints. Yeah. So Petty's going to probably have to run a little bit. I'm taking the Chargers.
I'm going to take the Chargers. People don't realize that the only route that the New York Jets wide receivers run is a go. That's it. They have nobody underneath. So Chargers should win this game. Phillip Rivers doesn't normally have 2 terrible games in a row, and he was pretty ass last Saturday. So he should win.
Now, this could be, like you said, the classic trap game. Chargers need to win because they're sitting at 7-7 now. I want to put it past Phillip Rivers throwing 2 or 3 picks and getting themselves eliminated. Cancel Christmas.
If he does that,
it would only be so Charger.
Like I tweeted the other week, though, the football guys normally fuck them early in the year. They kind of waited this year. They've been relatively healthy. We ain't had nobody go to IR from that team that we know of. They normally get fucked early, but, you're right. This could very well be the most Charger thing they can do, to get screwed on Christmas Eve. You have to fly all the way back to damn L.A.
Yeah, eliminated from the playoffs. All right, next up, we got them Jacksonville Savages coming out to take on my boys, the 49ers. Now, Jimmy G's getting a lot of hype right now, rightfully so. I mean, he's played well since he started with 3-0, 4 of the last 5 games we came out with W's. Messed up a little bit of draft positioning, but I'll take it.
But y'all been eating dubs though.
eating a few of them. This is gonna be Jimmy G's biggest test so far with this defense that Jacksonville got. So I'm interested to see how he does. Now I think he's got enough wherewithal to not go out there and throw a lot of picks, but still you got to be able to move the ball against that defense, and it's gonna be tough. But I'm taking my boys, and you know that. So I'm looking for us to get in here and ruffle some feathers here late in the season.
This feels like a trap game, but I got to make up these games. And I said I wasn't going to go against y'all, which means y'all going to win another week, which is fine because I'm okay with that. But I need to make up these damn games. But it feels like a trap. But let me ask you this. Goodwin, that's your best wide receiver.
Best one that's healthy, yeah.
Who's your number 2? I haven't seen a lot of y'all games.
Well, right now it's a little cat, Trent Taylor. He is pretty much like a Cole Beasley type. Okay. Now, Goodwin was really the 2. Pierre Garçon went on IR. He was the 1. So by default, Goodwin had to get into that slot. So them really the receivers that we're working with right now. We had to sign Louis Murphy off the street a couple weeks ago.
Someone got caught with the gun at the airport.
Yeah. And he was getting, he was getting some snaps. So we kind of depleted that receiver right now, which is why I'm optimistic about what Jimmy can do, considering what he's done. We don't really have a lot of talent at that position.
Right.
So.
All right. If he wins this game, oh my, boy, y'all might have a parade. We got a quarterback.
I hope not, man. We win out, man. We might end up in like the 10th draft position.
Yeah, that's true.
You get around 5-6 wins. It's a lot of teams hovering around there. We need to stay right here where we at 4.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But for what y'all need though, offensively, I mean, a wide receiver would be good around 10. Hell, Saquon might drop that far. That Carlos Hyde situation is gonna be real interesting for y'all. If y'all pay him or let him walk, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, very true. I'm trying to think what the running back.
That tag's like 12.
12?
It was 12 this year because Le'Veon just got it.
Right. I mean, that could be an option, but I know that's probably being held out for Jimmy right now. Now, if Jimmy go out here and beat Jacksonville and win out, they may say, fuck it, let's just go ahead and do the long-term deal now. Right.
So he's at 3-0 right now.
Right.
So if he beat Jacksonville, if he wins out at 5-0, y'all gonna pay him this summer.
So we'll see what happens with that with the high situation. I'm thinking we're gonna probably go younger.
Yeah.
Once them backs get off that rookie deal, unless they dominate like a Le'Veon Bell, somebody like that, they normally get moved on.
Yeah.
Or get thrown a low ball number.
Yeah. With that.
It's teams out there that could use Carlos Hyde.
Oh yeah, he'll get a job. He'll get a job, but I don't know if he's gonna see real money because with his injury history.
Yeah, I mean, if Le'Veon got 12, I put Hyde in the 8 range.
Shit, isn't that what Devontae got? The highest paid is not on the tag. The highest paid per year is like 8 and some change.
Okay. I was thinking Devontae's deal was just the most guaranteed money, but is it per year he's got the most? Okay.
He got the most per year because Shady was 1 at like $8 million flat. So running back money is shit.
Running back is probably 5-6 somewhere around there.
Yeah. I mean, but that's gonna change though, because Gurley and Zeke and Le'Veon and David Johnson.
Yeah.
He gonna get paid.
That number gonna go up to 10. 12 because all them cats you just named, they don't just run the ball. They 3 down backs. They catch very well. So
right.
That's what you're starting to see a lot of teams go to. You talk about Saquon. I think he probably is in that mold too because I think he got some pretty good hands out of the backfield. Yeah. I didn't watch too many of Penn State games, so I can't say for sure.
Right.
I want to say he fits that mold from what I'm hearing.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Melvin Gordon. That's another one. Yeah, they.
Who's that?
Melvin Gordon. He gonna be in that class and get paid. Running back done came back, but like you said, that was a good point you just made. You got to be 3 down. You got to have hands.
Yeah.
You can't just be 1,200 on the ground. They kind of need 300 to 400 with 40 catches, 40 to 45 catches.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So you taking Jacksonville, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Next up, we got the Seattle Seahawks going to the Cowboys to face Dallas. Both of these teams need this game bad. Both of them on the outside looking in right now. And if our Saints prediction goes correctly, with the Saints beating the Falcons, the winner of this game should move into that spot, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Who you got?
You
want me to go first? I'll go first. I'm taking the Cowboys. I don't like what I saw from Seattle last week. They let Gurley gas him like that. Zeke fresh. Now, I think Bobby Wagner may be a little healthier this week, and KJ Wright may be out of concussion protocol, if I'm not mistaken. You talk about teams that normally show some pride. They didn't last week, but I would think after an ass whooping like that the Seahawks, if anybody, will come out and be ready to play. But I'm going to still take Dallas in this game.
I'm going to take Seattle. One big reason, Tyron Smith is supposed to not play this game, which means that we should get some pressure on Dak. Zeke said he's going to get 200 yards in this game. He got a bet with Eric Dickerson on Fox Network.
I saw that.
200 yards. And I trust Russell more than I trust Dak.
Okay.
So I'm going to take Seattle. Lights are on. It's going to be bright. Like you said, if New Orleans takes care of business, then Seattle or Dallas will move into that 6th spot. So this is a huge game.
Right. Or the Lions could actually move into that slot. I forgot they right there in that mix. They're right there in the middle of that 2 for that fight for that last spot. But then they got a better record than Dallas, don't they? No, they 8-6 too. All 3 of them, Dallas, Seattle, and Detroit, are all 8-6. And the Falcons are 9-5. So yeah.
Who you want? Who would you rather have in that spot?
In the 6th spot?
As far as a fan watching football when the playoffs start. I'll go first. I got to be honest. If I want to see a good game, the most complete team out of all of them is Dallas, really.
I would rather see.
Good last week, though.
I would rather see the. Are we putting the Falcons in there in that too, or just out of Dallas, Seattle, and Detroit?
Well, we're assuming. Well, yes, let's do that. Put Atlanta in there too, because I didn't put them in initially.
Out of them 4, I would rather have. I would say Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't trust Seattle's line, and I don't like the way their defense looking right now.
Right.
They're out there running for his life every play.
Right.
I think that'll catch up with them when they play the good teams in the playoffs, if they happen to make it.
Right.
Now Atlanta, they up and down, but they got, they were there last year, so they got that, going for them. When their offense is clicking on all cylinders, they can put up 30 with no problem.
Them games won't be in that dome, though.
And, and that's the thing. But I think what may even that out, the fact that the games won't be in the dome, is that the top 2 teams, especially if you're looking at, like, Philly and the Rams, they ain't been there before.
Right. And they playing with backups.
So that's going to factor in. Well, what is Case Keenum going to do? They even ball up. What are you going to do come playoff time when them lights get bright?
Yeah.
You get a veteran team in there that's been there before. They beat Atlanta a few weeks ago. If they have to come back and play them again, Atlanta going to be ready for them, I would think. Yeah. So, it's the NFC.
And technically, that game would be in a dome in Minnesota, which is perfect for them. Atlanta's a totally different team when they playing in Jordans than when they playing in Jordan cleats. Totally different team. Totally different team.
Right. So that NFC playoffs is going to be something, because we're talking about those wild card teams and them playing the upper teams. They first got to get out of wild card weekend.
Right.
That means either the Panthers or the Saints or somebody like that going to be hosting them wild card games. So do you even make it out of that first weekend before you can get to the teams that's on the bye?
Right.
So it's going to be interesting. Now AFC playoffs.
Wait me when it's
because it's home and because it's football. But outside of that.
How strong you feel about AB actually making it back?
I'm trying to think. What was his injury again?
Partially tore a calf or a muscle in his calf.
Yeah. It depends on how severe it is. I mean, because calf strains are painful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see him when he left the field, he couldn't even put no weight on it.
But they're going to have a bye, so he's not going to play. He's missing this week, missing next week. They're going to have a bye. So, hell, that's damn near a month before he had to play again.
Right. So, we'll probably know more. We'll see how he's coming along in rehab in the next couple of weeks. But I would think he's going to be out there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Yeah. If not, even if he's not ready the first week, he should be ready by the championship game.
Yeah, they should be able to get past whoever the first week. They should.
Right. Well, if they have a bye, they'll play the winner of probably Jacksonville, Tennessee game, the Chiefs versus the Ravens, something like that. So,
I mean, okay, we're going off on a tangent here, but Jacksonville seems like the scariest team in the AFC.
Outside of the top two?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, the rest of them suckers, yeah. But I still put them third behind New England and Pittsburgh.
And I wish I could remember that Pittsburgh game when they went up there and beat them. But I believe Ben just threw a lot of picks in that game.
He did. It was still early in the season. Remember, that was around the time, they still weren't even giving Le'Veon the ball, and he wasn't really doing it. He wasn't really producing. They hadn't started clicking yet. So, yeah, I mean, I like Jacksonville. Blake Bortles come playoff time. We're going to see.
Yeah, we're going to see. It's just they intrigue me. I'll leave it that way. With that defense and that – because you don't really see a lot of AFC teams outside of Baltimore with solid defenses. Pittsburgh is completely changing. So
let me look at something right quick because I want to see who they done played.
You know what? When you're looking at that, how many of them teams got good quarterbacks?
All right, so this is who they've played. They played the Texans. That was the very first game, so Deshaun wasn't starting, but they won.
Yeah.
They played the Tennessee Titans. They played Baltimore, New York, Pittsburgh, the Rams, Colts, Bengals, Chargers, Cleveland, Arizona, Colts, Seattle, Houston. So they beat Seattle. They beat the Chargers. If you want to say Andy Dalton's at least average, they beat them. They lost to the Rams. They beat Pittsburgh. They beat Baltimore, but that was back when Flacco was still garbage.
Yeah.
I think they've played enough teams to warrant where they at. I wanted to see if they play all suckers. Because if you're dominating all suckers, that's different.
Yeah.
So I think they've played enough legit teams and beaten enough legit teams. They straight.
Yeah. We're going to see. It's going to be interesting. Boy, I tell you, real quick, I'm going to get off this after this. Does this situation not line up for Blake Bortles? Kind of how that Flacco situation lined up when he got his money?
Nah, I don't know about that one because,
if he goes on a run, let's say he goes on a good run.
I mean, if you go on a Flacco run and win a Super Bowl, then yeah.
If they get to the AFC Championship, you think Tom Coughlin ain't going to write that check?
We still talking about Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin still might not trust that shit. He still might not trust it. Still might not trust it. But you brought up Blake Bortles. People want to share something with you that I saw. I shared it. I sent the tweet to you.
Good shit too.
It had me flabbergasted. But check this out, people. Blake Bortles has more passing touchdowns than Matt Ryan, fewer interceptions than Russell Wilson, a better QBR than Cam, more rushing yards than Marcus Mariota, more passing yards than Derek Carr, and a higher completion percentage than the Wonder Boy Carson Wentz this year. Blake Bortles.
What's that? It's a term you always use. You microwave society.
Right.
This is what, his third year, fourth?
Fourth, yeah.
So technically he's supposed to be rounding into shape now. Technically.
Right.
I think people done got spoiled with these quarterbacks because they figure, they supposed to ball as rookies. It didn't used to be that way.
Nah.
Rookies hold a clipboard for a year, maybe two.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's rounding into shape at the right time. And it's also, people understand, it's a big difference when you got a defense and a running game. It's a big difference.
Big difference.
It changes everything.
Look at Russell Wilson now.
Right.
Look at this. People, look at Russell Wilson right now. He doesn't have his defense and he don't have his running game. And what's happening to him?
Exposed. It makes a difference, people. Trust it makes a difference. And he's doing this without Allen Robinson.
Right. Lost him. I think lost him the first quarter of the first game of the year.
First quarter of the game.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
All right. So you're taking the Seahawks. I'm taking the Cowboys. We didn't win off people. I forgot we still got 3 more games to pick.
Thursday be that random, people. We no script today.
Right. Ain't no Thursday night game on either, so we ain't have to rush. Y'all lucky I ain't drinking.
Me neither.
Go figure. Now that is a first, people. That is a first. AA Sports, no straight sports, no chasing. Neither one of the hosts are drinking anything tonight.
I'm drinking water.
I got a glass of water. I need some because my mouth is dry as hell. But we almost done. All right, let's get on to it. Got the Little Giants going to Arizona to take on Cardinals. Another shit storm, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take the Giants in this game.
I'm gonna take Arizona. That's another toilet bowl.
Yeah, pretty much. The Monday night, not Monday night. This is Christmas Day, so we got a Monday afternoon game. Am I reading this right?
Yeah, I didn't catch that either. It makes sense though. It's Christmas Day.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put that up. I wouldn't put a game in the middle of the afternoon when all that damn basketball on all day.
That shit going head to head. Really, Golden State, head to head.
All right, NFL, if you say so.
Right.
We got the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Houston to take on the Texans, and it's going to be it should be a garbage game at that.
I can't even see no chance of a trap in this one. Pittsburgh gonna ball.
Yeah, I'm taking the Steelers as well in that one. They have no Deshaun Watson, no Tom Savage.
Damn, who the hell playing quarterback?
Wait a minute, did Savage get hurt last week?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? I'm sorry. TJ Yates is playing quarterback.
TJ Yates, that's who playing. So
they said Bill O'Brien on that hot seat. You've been calling for it.
I don't like that cat.
There's gonna be a lot of jobs, man. God, there's gonna be a lot of jobs this year. This might be the most jobs on Black Monday it's been in a while.
Yeah.
It really might be. I'm thinking like 7 to 8 jobs.
Did you hear Shefty this morning talking about that? He was saying a possible. He said he thinks for sure 8, with another possible 8 to 10. And out of them other possible, probably another 2 or 3. So he said he's looking for probably at least 10 or 11 coaching changes this year.
That's got to be the most, like, ever on a Black Monday.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to look. Yeah, we have to look that stat up and see. But that's a lot. And that's
how many people's Christmas is all fucked up right now because the kids know daddy getting fired in like 3 weeks.
Well, Bill McAdoo straight. They fired him a couple weeks ago, so his family should be over it by now. Yeah,
they should be. Hell, we still don't know what Cincinnati gonna do. What the hell?
Lastly, is that a word? I guess
that's a word.
We got the Oakland Raiders going to Philly to take on the Eagles. Raiders. Derek Carr fumbling that ball out of the end zone last week. That sums up their season.
How do you feel about Derek Carr? You liked him before this bad. You still like him, I'm assuming.
I still think he's a good quarterback. I mean, he's got some things he still need to clean up with. I mean, but he's the best quarterback they didn't had in
a long time.
So
I think it's since like Rich Gannon.
Probably, I'm gonna say exactly since Rich Gannon. So, I think they'll be fine this year. Didn't get to me, the Raiders are on the same boat the Bucs was in on the other side. Both teams, you're looking for them to do something this year. Both got off the bad starts. Both of them had some quarterback injuries early.
He only missed one game, though, Shawty.
It was just one. But they were already reeling.
The only thing I can disagree with you on with that, the only thing, I don't see a lot of injuries, for one. And wasn't nobody talking about Tampa going to the Super Bowl.
No. I mean, you're right. I mean, I put them in the same category in that way. I'm just saying they both underachieved a lot.
Oh yeah, they damn near the top 2 underachieving teams to me.
Yeah. No, but I still like Carr. I still think he's going to be all right.
I just didn't like the way it's just something off with that offense this year. Something's off.
Start with that offensive line for one. You start there, then you go outside to your receivers. Crabtree didn't have the season he had last year. Amari Cooper has been a shell of himself.
And they're going to have to pay him. It's like, can they not pay him?
So, you had a lot going on in the offense, and defense is trash.
Okay, so we both taking Philly, right?
Yeah, I'm taking Philly.
Okay. With it, Josh McDaniel, this is my last topic about this coaching thing. I'm gonna try to look this up between now and Christmas, like who are the candidates for these jobs. But I'm assuming if he wants to go, he would be the person that can have whichever one of these jobs he wants. That Oakland job would be kind of attractive to get a young quarterback. I don't know what they're doing at running back, but you got 2 solid wide receivers on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's a solid little job.
It is. Another thing you got to think about with somebody like Josh McDaniels, and then his buddy on the other side of the ball, whose name will probably come up, Matt Patricia. With them being in New England so long, they are more than likely going to want to go to an organization that got their shit in order from top to bottom. So that's going to play a part into it as well.
We got to work on this. We're going to have time the next couple of weeks. We're going to make our top 10 teams that got their shit together. Coaching, organization.
Right.
We're going to look at these jobs and see which ones are really attractive and which ones are don't even call them. We good. So,
right. You're going to get your check, but in 3 years, you're going to still have roster turnover, and y'all going to be 7-9, and you're going to be putting the house on the market again.
Yeah, we're going to work on that. That'll be fun. So,
all right. So those are the Week 15 picks, people. Before we get out of here, we want to touch on one little topic that came up a couple days ago, and that was the announcement by LeVar Ball saying that he was going to start some type of junior league for high school graduates that didn't want to go to college or go overseas for a year, get them an opportunity to play professionally, make anywhere from, I think, $3,000 up to $10,000 a month. It's obviously something that would be in direct competition with the NCAA. I think it's a good idea. I don't think it's any different than the same kids that choose to go overseas for that 1 year, a la Brandon Jennings or Dante Exum.
Boudier went to China.
Boudier, that's what I'm thinking about. No different. It's just here stateside. Because you got a lot of kids going to college for that 1 year that they really ain't there for the college. They just there to play ball. They know they one and done. So, that could be a scholarship going to somebody else that really wants to be there and had a college experience.
Right.
That's kind of my take on it. I know a lot of people been trying to go at him about it, but I don't really think they looking at it big picture.
You know what LeVar just did? LeVar just accelerated the NBA and college, eradicating the one and done rule.
That's going to be the only thing to stop him.
Go to pros before they let LeVar win. They'll let him go pros. Now, people, it makes all the sense in the world to me. This is an A1 idea. A1. His kids got to go to damn Lithuania. They don't speak Lithuanian.
Right.
It's probably not a lot of American food in Lithuania.
Right.
So compared to, we ain't have time to talk about this ahead of time, but I would love to see what the currency exchange is for that type of money there to here.
The U.S. dollar.
Yeah, that's solid money to play ball for a year. That's solid money compared to sitting on the bench, having to go to class when you don't want to be there.
Right.
LeVar may be on some crazy shit sometimes. He really may be, but this is a good idea. This is nothing but an alternative.
Like I said, the only thing I see stopping it is if that NBA speeds up that process of dropping the one and done. That, and then two, we talked about it, but I want to know who the hell is going to fund it.
Right.
Because we ain't selling enough Big Baller Brand clothes to fund it. And that's kind of what I want to know. Now, immediately what kind of popped in my head, I know Ice Cube has been real fond of his ideas and his approach and how he going about trying to do things on the entrepreneurial side, build things for his boys. I know he's bought a lot of Big Baller brand shoes from LeVar to help support. What you think about an idea of putting that league up under an umbrella like Cube, somebody that's got an infrastructure, got a nice solid foundation that could help funnel that? Not necessarily make it the same rules as the Big Three, because of course we don't want to see them playing half-court ball.
Yeah.
But maybe try to tie that in some kind of way. I don't know. That was just one immediate idea that came in my head. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of different ones out there.
The only problem I see with that is LeVar wants to be in complete control. That's the only problem. And it makes all the sense in the world. I just was thinking when you said that Gatorade got their name on the NBA's G League. Hell, if I'm Powerade, if this shit pops, I'm coming in with the check. If I'm them, because it could very well work. It really could. But it's going to be some shit to happen with this because the NBA, I know Adam Silver wants him to do 2 years at least. He wants 2 years. But the Players Association, they want the one and done gone.
Right.
LeVar is making changes that affect a lot of this stuff. And trust me, when that announcement came out, they were kind of over there shaking in their boots. Because when these cats start decommitting from Kentucky and Cal, start really having to coach suckers,
right?
We'll have a problem.
And to take it a step further, you're talking about the marketing and promotion, Gatorade Power, that thing. You take a look at how LeVar he took his reality show straight to streaming, straight to Facebook, straight to YouTube, not network TV. So you start thinking about all these companies and more people, especially the millennials, that generation that would cater to a LaMelo, Jello, Ball, Lonzo, and all them. Put these games on YouTube, on one of these streaming services like Facebook or something like that, instead of putting it on an ESPN, TV network. Maybe that's a way to go to market it even further.
You remember when we were younger? I mean, I'm dating myself, but we old. We would hear about cats, high school ball players. We ain't seen them until they got the count.
Right.
Nowadays,
yeah.
Your phone is a recorder.
Yeah.
They posting everything. So you're right. They can put them games straight on Facebook. And the kids got movements at this point with all their Twitter followers and Instagram followers.
Right.
Facebook's looking for the clicks. So LeVar is really on to something. He really is.
Yeah, I mean, we used to have to read about the high school kids and maybe a little paragraph section in the Slam magazine.
That's it. Oh, that's it. Slam. That was the only way we hear about these kids back then.
Yeah.
The only way. Wasn't no video. What March Madness or Midnight Madness when they get to do all the dunking.
Yeah.
When they just got to school. That was it. Good shit, man. Good shit. We'll see what LeVar do. When you get your infrastructure straight, trust me, if this shit pops, they're going to come with the bag because they're going to want to be involved.
They always do.
So,
all right.
All that shit, LeVar laughing all the way to the bank.
Money. Hit them with it. Tell the people where to reach you out on social media, hey.
At RK6000, holla at me. I talk sports.
Right. You can reach myself, Santa Diego Barich. Well, not Santa Diego Barich, but at Diego Barich. I'm playing Santa this week. Also remember to follow us on the YouTube channel, the Spreaker channel on the go, and also Facebook, IG, and Twitter. We on reach us there at AA Sportscast. We want to wish everybody Merry Christmas. Christmas on Monday. Yeah, Monday. We'll be back at y'all probably Tuesday, Wednesday, give or take. We'll see how the weekend go. And y'all have a good, safe, happy holiday, man. Enjoy your family. Enjoy life. Y'all be blessed, man. 2017 coming to an end. We'll holler. Peace.